Hello and welcome. In this video, I am going to show you a couple of Thai massage techniques. They are called greasing the shoulder and cow face one, and you put them all together. This is going to be your first kind of shoulder movement mobilization and stretching. We've been doing things up till now in our Thai massage challenge to release tension in the neck and shoulders to get rid of knots. And now that we've done that, well, now it's time to teach the body about a more free-flowing, a more healthier version of the neck, of the shoulder area. You know, as I said, these techniques, they help to open up the whole shoulder girdle area, the rotator cuff, even have like deeper breathing. They help to release stress and tension in the body. It's amazing what you can do with some nice intentional stretching and movements here. Just before we do, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell so that you get notifications every time that I post a new video in our Thai massage challenge. In our last video in our Thai massage challenge, we were doing the rolling pin. And as we finish up the rolling pin, we sweep it all out, and really just keep in mind that the sweeps are just as important as any other specific part of the technique. You are doing so many good things. It's nurturing, it's calming, it's relaxing. It's incredible what it does for the nervous system and really just helping you to accomplish your goals, to release tension and to heal and just create all these great new opportunities for the neck and shoulder to feel healthier than ever. So take your time, especially after something like the rolling pin where we did all that good deep work to get rid of knots. And as we finish up the sweeping, we're also going to bring her head back up to center. And then with my last sweep, my right hand is going to come on down to her elbow so that I raise it up. So I like to do this with one hand. Now, if you were working with someone who has a really heavy arm and it's hard work for you, you can just ask them to help you raise their arm up. But otherwise, just let that hand slide down to the elbow. Up comes their arm, and then your other hand comes to meet the arm, taking her wrist. So I've got one hand at the wrist, one hand at the elbow. So greasing the shoulder is just a fancy way to say, let's make some circles. And as I make the circles, easing into this one means first let's start with some smaller circles. Small rotations in both directions. And then I can start to open it up a little bit. Eventually, I want to explore the full range of motion, especially as the arm comes back. I don't need to go too far forward. I don't want to collapse my body. I don't want to put myself in a position where something is uncomfortable. But if I can get her shoulder to help open up towards the back a little bit more, then we're golden. That's great. So just take your time with these circles, creating wonderful articulation and movement in the shoulder. And then as I finish it up, the arm comes back up above the head, and my hand that is holding the wrist, it's going to go for like a little walk down the forearm until it's resting at the elbow. And what ends up happening is that I have two hands holding her elbow. Her arm is resting on my arm, or her forearm is on my forearm, and this is our position getting ready for what's called cow face one. So essentially it becomes a nice shoulder opener and a nice shoulder stretch. I'm going to ask my partner to just take a nice deep breath. And on the exhale, again, easing in, I'm just guiding her arm, her elbow towards my center. So this center bone is called my sternum, and that's the angle. That's where I want to go. I'm bringing her elbow towards my sternum, towards my center, and I'm doing it in the way where the first one, I'm not trying to get to her fullest stretch. I just want to create some movement and hold it for a couple seconds. Start with that nice gradual version of the technique, whether that be a stretch or a massage, it doesn't matter. We always start with something lighter. And then release. I'll ask her to take another breath, inhale. And again, it's so nice to do this on the exhales, opening up. And now I can maybe go a tiny bit farther. And again, if I'm not sure if she's got more range here, I can just always ask and say, hey, how is this feeling for you? And would you like to go a little deeper?
Yes, a little deeper.
So a little deeper. So on my third time, now that I've got that information, when I do it on the third time, I'll just take her a little more. So again, inhale, exhale. So now I'm exploring a slightly deeper version, and I'll hold it a little bit longer as well. 3 seconds, 5 seconds, in that range. And release. And let's do it one more time. Inhale, exhale, stretch. And on this last one, a couple of bonuses. So while it's being stretched, I'm going to release with my right hand in this case, with my outside hand, so that I can also squeeze the tricep, the bicep, her upper arm. I don't want to go too close to her armpit. I start close to her elbow, and I'll just find 2 or 3 spots down the upper arm to squeeze. So I'm holding the stretch and I'm squeezing. And if you want a few more bonus points, one other lovely variation, I skip the armpit and I just put my hand here where her ribs are. I'll take another moment to have her take a breath and then stretch here and push into the ribs. So all I'm doing, it's really subtle, but I let the heel of my hand just kind of push into her ribs, and if I can, I might even kind of hook in so I can push down, so it's just elongating as we stretch. Just a little more space in places that are often constricted and people don't even notice or realize that it needs a stretch. But yet when you do it, it just feels so good. You're creating release. You're creating space in the top of the shoulder, the back of the shoulder, the side of the shoulder, the ribs. And really all of it is contributing to whatever shoulder and neck issues your partner may have. We create tension, we get tension here even from breathing, from short breathing, from being tight, from being tense, from being locked up. So now you can see we're going in the opposite direction. We're creating length and we're creating space in the body. We're taking our time and giving our partner a chance to feel it, to breathe into it, and really in the moment, it's instant, reprogramming her whole body. So again, greasing the shoulder, cow face 1, incredibly powerful, wonderful ways to help complement and build out your neck and shoulder massage as part of our Thai massage challenge. You're welcome. So what do we do next? So essentially, what I like to do is rolling pin, greasing the shoulder in cow face 1 on one side, and then I switch sides and I do it all again on the second shoulder. You may get an inspiration, a desire to do the rolling pin on each shoulder and then do the stretches, and really we're both right. So you can test it out, you can see what your partner likes, you can see what you like, and then build it out from there. So this is our first stretch in the massage, and if you've never done an assisted stretch on someone else, well, really all you got to do is remember to just take your time and practice. Start again by easing in. That's our secret. Start with those smaller circles with the greasing of the shoulder. Start with the lighter version of that shoulder stretch with the cow face 1 and just practice it. And now we're really starting to build it out. We've got a few techniques that are working together, so it's so important that you download the free downloadable, which has the in-depth explanations. It has a flow chart that has everything that we're learning in order, so if you just print that out and have it next to you, then you can practice it in that order. And if you want even more support, well, then head over to the Patreon page, which is linked down below, so that you can get more videos that link everything together for you, where I give you a guided practice that takes you through it all step by step. And then the ultimate is, if you want to get certified, if you want to take your practice to the next level, then find out about my transformational Thai massage program. The links for that are down below as well. But in the meanwhile, I just want to wish you amazing massages. We're doing so many good things for the shoulders and for the neck, and I hope that you can see that. And if you're practicing with a partner where you're each taking turns, no doubt you can feel that too. So wishing you amazing massages, and we'll see you in the next video.